Welcome to The American Dream. I'm your host, Craig Sewing. The American Dream is a show we founded based upon real estate, lifestyle, culture, and neighborhoods, showing why this country is great, going all across the country. And today, we're going to show you some great areas and great lifestyles.
Today, we are in the historic town of Auburn, just outside of Sacramento, featuring all of the amazing things that there are to do here and why you would want to choose to live here.
We are going to show you around the greatest American little town of Galt, California.
And I'm really getting thirsty. So let's head over to Sac Yard, my favorite tap house in East Sac. Let's go grab a beer.
My brothers and I are on the winery side.
That's awesome that you're carrying on kind of like the family tradition.
Yes, that's the goal.
Delicious.
So tender.
Delicious.
I love everything about Sacramento. I can't imagine living anywhere else.
Let's start the show right now.
The search is over, baby. I'm right here, and I got it.
The American Dream, the only show that combats negative media, not owned by a network, commercial-free, unscripted.
I got it.
These are stories for you and by you.
Hi, welcome to East Sacramento. This is Nick Street, and this is our episode of Financing the American Dream. As much as I'd love to stay and hang out here, we got an awesome day today. It's Northern California, the sun is out. Let's walk around, go check out East Sacramento. We're here in my favorite neighborhood in East Sacramento. This is the Fab 40s. I'm here with my boy, local real estate expert, Sydney Ports. Sydney, what makes East Sacramento real estate so desirable?
Nick, I think the biggest thing in East Sacramento is the character of these properties. So right now we're walking by 1341 45th Street, which was Ronald Reagan's property when he was the governor of California here from 1967 to 1975. I mean, look at the character of this property. You know, none of these properties basically have the same look to them. So that's what people love about East Sacramento.
Sydney, can't you buy this house right now?
You can buy it for a cool $5 million right now. Okay, Nick, so we're walking through these houses, again, with a ton of character. We walk right down the street here to 44th Street, okay? And we're pulling up to the famous Lady Bird's house here on 1224 41st Street.
So this is such a cool house in Sacramento. Everybody remembers that film in 2017, Sacramento native, Greta Gerwig, critically acclaimed. This is that famous Lady Bird house. Everyone wants to come by here, take a picture in front, soak it up. It's such a cool property. I just love it over here. As much as I love walking around the 40s and checking out all this cool real estate, I'm getting a little tired and I'm really getting thirsty. So let's head over to Sac Yard, my favorite tap house in East Sac. Let's go grab a beer. All right, we're here at an East Sac favorite, Sac Yard. I'm here with my friend John. We're gonna talk a little bit about some of the beers they have here and what goes on here at Sac Yard. John, what do you think makes Sac Yard such a staple in the East Sac community?
I think this place is a great bridge for East Sac and Midtown. It's very family friendly. Get together here with friends all the time. There's parties, music, live jazz on Wednesdays. The taps rotate constantly, so you always get to have an opportunity to try new things.
How long have you guys been here now?
We're coming up on 5 years. Mid-January, we're gonna have a huge weekend bash. Last year was great with 4 years. Can't wait for a 5-year celebration.
Why do you think the beer scene in Sacramento has blown up like it has?
I think Sacramento makes some great beers. We get a lot from Northern California. We're always changing. Same with the wines. We're constantly rotating and bringing in new wines so that everyone gets to try something that we have either on tap or in the bottle.
So just one block down from Sac Yard, it's my favorite East Sac restaurant and Michelin recognized Cannon. Let's go check it out. I'm here in East Sac's favorite restaurant, Cannon. I'm here with Chef Brad. Thanks for having us.
Of course, good to see you.
How do you think Cannon is enriched in the East Sac community?
You know, we opened 5 years ago. We opened to a big warm welcome from the local East Sac community, and they've been, you know, big supporters of ours ever since, through the pandemic, through, you know, our Michelin status getting upgraded and all of that stuff. So we're just happy to be here.
So tell me about that. Like Canon, critically acclaimed. What's the Michelin status mean?
So we have a Michelin Bib Gourmand, which means that we're kind of an approachable, high-quality restaurant at a kind of lower price point than you would see at a lot of Michelin-starred restaurants. Just means we, you know, do our best to put the best product in front of you every day.
All right, thanks for hanging out with me today in East Sac. I got to go back to work here, finance the American dream for some more people. We'll see you next time.
Welcome to Selling Sacramento. We're your hosts, Becky Roenspie
and Michaela Johnson. We are going to show you around the greatest American little town of Galt, California.
Today we want to take you to one of our favorite spots in Galt,
The Coffee Shop Bakery. Come on in. We're here today at the Coffee Shop Bakery with Shawn Farmer. He and his wife own this place in Galt, and we just wanted to check it out. We love coming here. And can you share with us why Galt and what makes this place so awesome?
Well, my wife and I are 3 and 4 generations from Galt. Our parents grew up here, and my wife and I did as well. And my wife had a bakery about 10 years ago, and our children were young at the time, so we actually sold that business and took a break from it. And then now that we're older and our kids are grown, we decided to do something again, and we brought back some of our famous recipes, like our coffee cake and some of the other items that we're known for, and brought it together with the coffee shop.
So not only are you the owner of the coffee shop, but you're up to something else in Galt too. You're our mayor of our great American little town. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I was elected to city council in 2018, and I'm currently serving out my second term as mayor. I talk to people every day, especially in my elected position, and one thing I can tell you is that everybody either stayed in Galt, lives in Galt, or comes to Galt from other places because of the small town charm. And we have a big dairy history here too, so we were originally an ag town, so a lot of the things we do are kind of talk about dairy and things like that.
So speaking of the dairy, you got to talk to us about the cows.
Oh yes, the cows. So this was a program that the Galt Chamber of Commerce started. It was intended to promote tourism and local businesses and the arts. Local businesses were allowed to sponsor a cow and then have a local artist or someone that they wanted to decorate the cow to either advertise their business specifically.
It is fun. We have ours in front of our building. You can't imagine the looks, like people maybe that don't know that all these are down here. It's pretty cool.
Thank you so much, Shawn, for your time, sharing your awesome coffee shop bakery with us. We really enjoy coming here, not only today, but every morning to get our coffee and coffee cake.
We're here at the Fishery in Galt, the headquarters of one of 6 farms owned by the Beer family. We really appreciate you guys having us today.
Thanks for having us. This is my dad, Ken, my mom, Lori. I'm Zach, and we'll be taking you on a tour of the fishery.
So Zach, why Galt? What makes this such a great place for your fish farm?
It's a great place for our species. We do white sturgeon, we do bass, we do carp, we do catfish, and it's an environment that's conducive for those 4 species.
We started off, none of us knew what we were doing, whatnot, but we learned, and really that's how it started. The property did get developed, and at that time, of course, I would have been out of a job, but I was able to purchase some property here in Galt, and then really transferred the inventory of fish, and that's where it started.
Okay, Zach, so there's a couple questions people want to know, or we want to know maybe. So what is the timeline from eggs till the sale?
Well, for 3 of our species, it's about roughly 18 months for our catfish, our bass, our carp. If you're talking about our Pacific white sturgeon, it can be anywhere up to 12 years before you sell them.
Is insane.
When they leave this farm in a truck live, how soon is it on our dinner plate?
It can be on our dinner plate that same day. It goes into a live market where somebody can purchase it and they could be eating it the same day that it leaves our farm.
That's awesome. So a real farm to fork right here in Galt, California.
You're getting into a purge tank for a bunch of prehistoric Pacific white sturgeon. All right, are you guys ready to go in?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Thanks to the Beer family for having us.
And see you next time on Selling Sacramento.
Bye.
Today, we are in the historic town of Auburn, just outside of Sacramento, featuring all of the amazing things that there are to do here and why you would want to choose to live here. I'm Amanda Todd with the American Dream Selling Sacramento. There is never a shortage of things to do here year-round. From festivals to farmers markets to sporting events, there is something for everyone here in this darling town. This area just north of Sacramento is rich with California history, dating back to the gold rush. Auburn is still the county seat for Placer County, which is one of the most populated counties in Sacramento area, but you would never know it when you were here. I'm here today with a local resident who is also a transplant to the area, Jim Bledsoe. Thanks for being here today, Jim. I appreciate it.
Hi, Amanda. Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about what made you choose this area to relocate to.
Well, I think one of the initial draws for me was the outdoor recreation that's in the Auburn area. One of the first ways I found out about Auburn is it's the finish line for one of the races that I've been really interested in, which is one of the most iconic ultramarathons in the world, the Western States 100.
Wow. So is that like a 100-mile race that you run here?
Yeah, it is. It actually goes from the Squaw Valley up in the Tahoe area all the way down to Auburn to the Sierra Nevadas.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. What else drew you to this area besides that? What else is there to do here?
Well, like I mentioned, there's just a plethora of outdoor recreation activities, whether it's rock climbing, mountain biking, hiking, kayaking. And there's so much to do around here. We work so hard these days, and it's wonderful to be able to have something that you can do on your off time. You can play hard on the weekends.
Definitely, and it sounds like there's really things you can do year-round here, right?
Absolutely. I mean, from where we're at right now, we're less than an hour from a ski resort. I can be at a beach in 2 hours down in the Bay Area. Like I said, 10-15 minutes from where we're at right now. There's fantastic world-class mountain biking trails. So there's really something for everyone. Whether your adventure's big or small, Auburn has it for you.
Great. Well, here we have it. There's many reasons for anyone to love this area. Come see it today, the historic town of Auburn in Placer County, just outside of Sacramento. Thanks for taking a walk with me through this darling historic town. Join me next time on Selling Sacramento, where we feature more areas in the Sacramento area that you definitely do not want to miss.
I'm here today in downtown Modesto at one of my favorite restaurants, Skewers. I'm going to have a chat with the owner, Brad, and he's going to take me around so we can learn about what makes Skewers so special and why everyone loves to come here. Come on. Hey, Brad. So tell us a little about yourself and Skewers.
Hi, Tammy. Thank you. My pleasure. I'm glad you guys are here, actually. Looking forward to doing this with you. And so just to let you know, I've been grew up in Modesto since I came to the United States in 1985 as an immigrant. Oh, wow. Came to Modesto. I was 10 years old. This is my hometown. Kind of grew up here, and I founded Skewers in 2003. My ethnicity, actually, I'm a Syrian from Iran. I know it's a Mediterranean style, but our biggest background is Persian food. And here we are after almost 19, 20 years in business. Wow. Today we're still sitting here and making it happen one day at a time.
So I also know that you're involved in the community a lot. So what exactly do you do for the community here in Modesto?
So, the community has been real, they've been really good to me. So, over the years, I've been involved in a lot of different types of organizations, downtown Improvement District. I have a lot of passion for downtown. That's why I chose to be in downtown Modesto rather than any other part of Modesto. But recently, I've been involved with CASA. Basically, it's for foster children. So CASA is an actual national thing, so it's all over the country. But I'm a board member with the Stanislaus County chapter. Mm-hmm. Wow. So, other than that, I, get involved with different organizations, donations, any way I can give back to my community. Honestly, every penny I've given back to the community has come back to me in my restaurant.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's been a great blessing to have the opportunity to do that.
So everyone always talks about living the American dream, and especially since you're an immigrant, moved here from Iran, what's your view on the American dream?
It's absolutely real. And I think when you look back, you see a lot of foreigners having companies or business here because we see the opportunities where we don't have those opportunities back home, and I'm a proud citizen now. So, and I wouldn't go anywhere else, to be honest with you. So I just say we should take a bite out of our rack of lamb. Okay. I want to cheers you. Great interview, and I wish you nothing but success.
Thank you.
Thank you. Delicious.
So tender.
Delicious.
Now that we're done here, we're going to drive down the street to check out one of my newest listings. So here we are at my brand new listing, this hidden gem, conveniently located close to schools, shopping, and the freeway. Come on, let's go take a look. Welcome. I'm excited to share with you this beautiful home featuring 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and over 1,500 square feet. Let's go take a closer look at what this home has to offer. A dedicated work from home office, spacious bedrooms, updated bathrooms, and a gorgeous sunroom that leads out to an entertainer's backyard. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today here in Modesto. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Until next time, keep living your American dream.
Welcome. Sacramento is known for farm to fork, and we're out here today in Apple Hill. We're going to be visiting some of those farms. My name is Belinda Mills, and welcome to Selling Sacramento. Hi, we're here at Delfino Farms, and we're going to explore around here today. And I want to introduce you to Christine, who's one of the owners of the farm. Hi, Christine.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
Do you want to give us a little bit of history about the farm here?
Yeah. So we are a 3rd generational farm, well, 4th generational with the grandkids, but my grandparents started it in the 60s, Edio and Joan Delfino, and my grandfather at the time was agricultural commissioner, and he started, or was one of the co-starters of Apple Hill Growers Association, which is the famous Apple Hill.
Yeah.
But they've had the bakery since then, Joan's Apple Bakery. It's all my grandma's original recipes. My parents ran the farm for a long time and put the vineyard in. So it's a family affair. My brothers and I run the winery side and kind of overall management. My sister-in-law and cousin run the bakery. My husband and other sister-in-law do our concerts and Our other brother's very involved, so it's really fun. My brother-in-law runs the tasting room. We just have a huge family affair, which is what my grandparents wanted.
That's awesome that you're carrying on kind of like a family tradition.
Yes, that's the goal.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
It's exciting.
Yeah. Thanks, Christine.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Now we're out back with Christine's brothers on the crush pad.
How's it going? My name is Peter Delfino. I'm a co-owner with my brothers and sister. I make the wine here.
I'm Derek Delfino. I'm Christine's youngest brother. I'm a co-owner as well, and I'm the vineyard manager.
What type of varietals do you have, and what makes you stand out?
So we do mainly Rhone varieties, so Grenache, Mourvedre, Syrah. And then we have some interesting ones too, like Albarino, which is a white wine, very aromatic. But I'd say our style, so we learned to make wine down in Central Coast, San Luis Obispo, where they mainly make Pinot and Chardonnays.
Yeah.
So I was taught to make wine a very delicate style. We're not trying to over extract, we're trying to just be varietal specific in how the wine's supposed to taste.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
We're at another really special location in Apple Hill, and we're going to be meeting with the donut queen, Krista. Hi, Krista. How you doing today?
Good. How are you? And welcome to Rainbow Orchards.
Thank you. Tell us a little bit about how you got your farm started and a little bit of the history about it.
Rainbow Orchards started in 1977 at this site with my husband and myself, Farmer Tom, and now I'm known as the Donut Queen. We had a romantic dream that we wanted to live rurally, and we wanted to raise our children in a small town with some space. So we just said we're going to do this, and we came out and bought the farm. This barn is a historic barn from the 1920s. It was originally a cider mill. So what we want to feature today is the whole journey of the apple to the apple cider, to this what we call the soft cider, the fresh cider, the hard cider, and the hot apple cider donuts.
So how did you become the donut queen?
Well, I always tell, if you've made donuts seasonally since 1977, I kind of crowned myself. But the term itself came from our local school children. We belong to a nonprofit called Ag in the Classroom. And of course, when the kids come, besides learning and the curriculum, they want the donuts. So they started calling me the Donut Queen.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
And we're going to go and check out the cider mill and the donuts. This was just a small glimpse of what Apple Hill has to offer. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to share more episodes with you about selling Sacramento.
I'm Carmen Gargani, host of American Dream TV, Northern California. Today we are here at Wide Open Walls featuring Sacramento's finest artists from all over the world, showcasing the diversity and beauty of the culture here in Sacramento. Hi David, how are you doing today?
Good morning, so glad you guys are here.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about what is Wide Open Walls?
Wide Open Walls is a huge mural festival.
Okay.
It is a Sacramento event that we've been doing for 6 years, and what we do is we bring in artists from all over the world with a combination of local artists, and we give them an opportunity to just paint big on walls, as you can see right here.
How did you decide to do this project? How did you get into this?
At the time I was living downtown in the urban core, and there was a lot of alleys that we're kind of a little grimy and not a whole lot of traffic, and I thought if we put art on there, we could increase traffic, have them cleaned up, and it's been working ever since.
So how can people get involved in this activity?
They can't.
They can't?
No, of course they can. We have applications every single year to apply for artists, but truly it's a curated show. I've spent a lot of time traveling around the world, meeting artists, getting to know their style, getting to know their personality. We want to have just great people and great personalities and great talent painting in Sacramento. So let me tell you about one of my favorite things about this, and it's discovering new artists. And if we swing the camera this way, I think I found some incredible new talent right here. I'm so amazed and blown away by Inchy's talent.
What do you love about Sacramento?
I love everything about Sacramento. I can't imagine living anywhere else. I love the diversity of this community. I love the ability to be able to take care of your dreams, you know, make them happen. Being able to create art like this and do it everywhere for the community is truly a dream of mine.
I love it. After soaking up the sun at Wide Open Walls, what better way to cool down than going to Concha's Creamery, my favorite gelateria here in Sacramento. We're here with Andrea, who owns Concha's Creamery. I want to know, how did you get started?
We went to a vacation to Eastern Europe, and there was ice cream shop that had all vegan flavors, and I'm like, if they can do it there in a tiny little town, a tiny little backstreet gelateria, we can do it here.
What is the top chosen dessert here?
Overall is the cookies and cream.
Yeah.
That goes across the board anywhere. Cookies and cream.
Something. So would you say then the umami one is the most unique one that you've made?
Probably not. We also have a miso lemongrass.
Miso lemongrass?
Yeah, they're all dessert flavors, but you know, they have that other component to it. Especially with the Asian ingredients, you get that little bit of savory with your sweet. Right. So, and I enjoy working with those and experimenting. Throughout the season, we rotate different unusual flavors in with all the things that people traditionally love, like our cookie dough and cookies and cream and our dark chocolate truffle.
If you want your home or small business featured on our next episode of American Dream TV, reach out. We'd love to help.
Well, hope you enjoyed today's episode of The American Dream. Again, I was your host, Craig Sewing, and the creator of the show. We've had so much fun building this thing. I've traveled all across the country building a real show, not a reality show, about real estate, lifestyle, and culture, featuring positive stories of your marketplaces. I've always said this isn't our show, it's yours. We just get to reflect the cool stories back to you. So thank you so much for those stories. Thank you for following our show, and don't forget to follow us on social media. We'll catch you next time. And of course, cheers to your American Dream.
American Dream TV is a chance for America to hear from small business owners and big dreamers, local leaders and trendsetters, tastemakers and upshakers, the men and women, young and old, in every ethnicity and different perspective of this country we share. We are the American Dream TV, and together we are changing the world of television.
Do you know my name? Notorious, infamous, wanted man, dangerous. I'm an army, I'm a legion.